Do you remember when you were a kid and you'd be playing outside in the evening time and then you'd hear your mom yell, "Dinner time, come inside and wash your hands"? Well, this is kind of the same thing, and your mom was pretty smart when she yelled at you like that. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Zenzo with Tazawa Tanks. Hope you're doing well, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to talk briefly about care of yourself when you are working in your aquarium or multiple aquariums or someone else's aquarium. A few years ago, well not a few years ago, maybe a couple of years ago, a friend of mine bought a reef tank. He found a reef tank online that someone else had already set up. That person was moving out of state, so he got a great deal on the tank and all the equipment and the corals and the live rock and everything, and asked that I come over and help him set it up. So I came over to his home, helped him unload everything. Once we had everything unloaded and the tank situated where we wanted it, it was time to start touching the live rock and putting my hands in the tank. So I went into their bathroom and I thoroughly washed my hands and my arms. And he said, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, "Because I'm going to put my hands and my arms into your fish tank, and I don't want to put any sweats or salts or oils or lotions or anything that I have on my skin into your aquarium." So for those people that keep reef tanks, this is pretty common knowledge that you want to really be careful about anything that you put in the tank, as the reef and the corals can be pretty sensitive to anything like that. Those of us that keep a lot of freshwater tanks don't really have that same sensitivity, but it is still pretty important. So for those of you that know, I have an aquarium service business, so I'm constantly going in and putting my hands and arms in other people's aquariums and then doing the same thing on my tanks. So it's very important that I, one, make sure that I'm not introducing anything from one tank to another, but then also making sure that I'm not putting anything that's on my body into that tank. So what I do is I always wash thoroughly before I put my hands and my arms into an aquarium, and I also make sure that I rinse thoroughly. And I would say that rinsing is as important, if not more important, than the washing part, because you want to make sure that if you are washing with any kind of soaps or detergents, that you are thoroughly rinsing all of the residue of the soaps or whatever chemicals you're using off of your hands and arms, and that when you do put your hands and arms into your aquarium, that they are completely free of anything that you use to clean them. Now, there are some products out there that are kind of common in the reef hobby. I think there's a glove called the Aqua Glove. I think Coral Life makes it, where basically it's like a long glove gauntlet kind of thing that you can put on your hands and then put your arms in the water without worrying about cross-contamination or introducing anything to the tank. But, you know, that can be pretty difficult because then you're having to deal with a drippy wet glove, and if you've got multiple tanks, you need multiple gloves, and really it's not really the best solution. I think just washing your hands well in your arms, and don't forget your arms, and a lot of us with deeper tanks, you know, you'll go all the way up to your armpit, so wash your whole arm and thoroughly rinse it. You can really use any kind of soap. You can use a hand soap, you can use a bath soap. Preferably you'd want to use something that that's not too strong, that doesn't have a lot of strong perfumes, but regardless, you're going to be rinsing very well anyway, so you will be rinsing all of those off of your hands and your arms and your skin. One of the things that I use is an antiseptic cleaner, skin cleanser. And this is very similar to the stuff that you would see in a hospital. So a lot of times when you'll see a physician or any medical professional that's going to be touching a patient, or maybe they're prepping before surgery, they thoroughly wash with an antiseptic. And this is something that kills a lot of the bacteria and germs that are on your skin. And obviously, you know, as humans, we want to have those good bacteria, just like a fish tank. We want to have those good bacteria on our skin because that's what keeps us healthy. But we don't want to introduce those into the aquarium, so in that situation you want to wash those off. So I use this antiseptic cleaner. I don't use this when I'm just in my own aquariums. This is what I use when I do a service job at a customer's tank. So prior to going in and touching a client's tank, I'll thoroughly wash before I start working on their tank, and then when I'm done, I will thoroughly wash before I get back in my car and drive away, because I don't want all that stinky goldfish skunk on my arms or cichlid poop or whatever it may be on my skin. I want to thoroughly wash it off, and that way when I'm driving, I'm not touching my steering wheel with it. I just want to have clean hands and clean arms. So anyway, real quickly, just make sure that you thoroughly wash and you thoroughly rinse before you stick your arms in your tank. And a lot of times you may think that your hands are clean, but if you put lotion on your hands or your skin earlier, if you have sunscreen or any kind of cologne or perfume, or it could be anything that you touch, oils, etc. Those will come off of your skin and they will enter your tank. So to prevent that, wash and rinse and you'll be fine. Before I go, I do want to mention that this coming Saturday, August 25th, I will be doing a meet and greet in San Francisco, Daly City, which is just south of San Francisco, at a local fish store, Hungming Aquarium, from 1 to 2:30 p.m. So there'll be some raffle prizes, free to enter. I'll have some t-shirts there for sale, and the store is also doing a discount during the time that I'm there. And so it'll be fun to come hang out and check out some cool fish, buy some supplies on sale. So if you are in the San Francisco Bay Area, come on by. I'll be there at 1 o'clock, and hopefully you'll get a chance to hang out. That's all I have for now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.